Every 23 seconds, firefighters answer a call for help. Last year, there were more than 1.3 million fires, causing $12.5 billion of property loss, more than 17,000 fire-related civilian injuries, and 3,000 fire-related deaths in the United States and Canada. We answer calls for 17 million emergency medical responses and more than 397,000 hazardous materials incidents. On every single call, firefighters and paramedics face a job-related risk to their own health and safety. From structure fires, wildland fires, natural disasters, motor vehicle and airline accidents, medical emergencies, hazardous materials releases, and terrorist attacks, firefighters are called to make time-critical responses on the job every day. Every 23 seconds, in every county, city, and town, every fire district, and every federal base, professional firefighters, EMTs, and paramedics bring order to chaos and make every effort to bring positive outcomes to bad situations. We face circumstances every day where being prepared can mean the difference between survival and loss of life. More than 38% of professional firefighters and paramedics suffer a physical injury, exposure, or other time loss event each year. Last September, the IAFF added the names of 136 of our brothers and sisters who lost their lives in the line of duty to the IAFF Fallen Firefighter Memorial in Colorado Springs. And in just a few weeks from today, we will etch the names of 86 more of our brothers and sisters in the Wall of Honor. Despite these alarming statistics, our members face another danger: attacks from misguided politicians who have never been burned in a fire while searching for victims, or who have never brought a pulseless, breathless child back to life. In dozens of states, politicians are scapegoating firefighters and paramedics, calling us the problem, while slashing fire department budgets at the expense of firefighter and public safety. This IAFF is fighting back. We're fighting in the streets and City Hall, the state houses and council chambers, in the newspapers, on television, and through the internet. We're exposing these attacks as lies and the attackers as phonies with an extremist political agenda. We are still fighting these battles in many states, and while we have suffered some setbacks along the way, we are also succeeding in many places where our aggressive political program and participation in the political process has given us access to the legislators who can help us protect your lives and jobs. We know there are more attacks coming. We've even seen threats brewing in Canadian municipalities. We're winning against the ugliest smear tactics being used against our members. The economic crisis that has gripped the United States still lingers, and federal, state, and local budgets continue to suffer. But when elected decision makers talk about cutting our crew sizes and the resources available to respond, that really translates into compromising the health, safety, and well-being of the public, and it puts you in danger. When it comes to the lives of IAFF members, we must provide every available resource and every bit of training possible in the most efficient manner to ensure your safety and survival. The theme of this conference is Crossroads. It emphasizes our bringing together the IAFF John P. Redmond Foundation Symposium and the Dominic F. Barbera EMS Conference. Together, our work supports professional firefighters and emergency medical services personnel with the research, education, knowledge, and training that can help save lives and prevent injuries. We confront danger, fear, and the occupational hazards of firefighting and emergency medical services on the job every day. We confront the truth and discuss better ways to do the job, because when the crisis is over, each of you should be going safely home again. This year's topics include protection from infectious diseases, including MRSA, airborne and bloodborne pathogens, and weaponized infectious diseases. The truth about the very real effect of crew size, arrival and response times on firefighter safety. Wellness fitness, CPAT and peer fitness training. Injury prevention and current occupational medicine issues. Line of duty deaths. The firefighter environment and how to protect yourself. Voice radio communications for the fire service. And apparatus safety. We will also look at how the emergence of electric and hybrid vehicles has created additional hazards and challenges when responding to vehicle crashes, including safe response and required extrication and training considerations. This workshop will include a live hands-on demonstration that will highlight both the critical differences and similarities in extrication techniques necessary when responding to emergencies involving EVs. And because we know it's not a matter of if the Mayday happens, it's a matter of when. IAFF instructors will provide an overview of the IAFF Fire Ground Survival Program and allow attendees to participate in several of the practical training evolutions using newly developed IAFF-branded props, including the latest techniques and maneuvers for disentanglement, low and reduced profile techniques for maneuvering through low-profile openings, including breached walls, practical techniques for escape from upper floors with the minimum equipment. In addition, Focus on EMS will cover how first responder crew size and ALS configuration affects your ability to deliver critical life-saving care. How to market a fire-based EMS system in order to protect essential services against cuts and against threats of privatization. How to interact with your system medical director. An update on the fire-based EMS movement in Canada. And case scenarios on how 4 metropolitan cities have responded to the effects of the economic crisis on their system. As we close this week of work here in New York City, we will acknowledge the 10th anniversary of the greatest single loss of firefighter lives in history by honoring our fallen brothers and their families with a special remembrance. Both the Redmond Symposium and the Barbera EMS Conference have and continue to contribute to and define our profession. Today, we are better prepared, better trained, and more united than ever. Brothers and sisters, to open this symposium, the General President of the International Association of Firefighters, Harold A. Schaitberger.